I call the Council on Aging meeting February 10th, 2025 to order at 12:30. We'll do a roll call vote for attendance. Paula? Here.
Carol Laughlin,
Here.
Elaine,
Here.
Carol Smith,
Here.
Jack.
Yeah, here.
Harvey.
Here.
Donna here.
Okay, public participation?
Good afternoon. My name is Pam Sclafani, 5 Alcove Road, right here in Southwood, of course. I'm on the Master Plan Implementation Committee, and I'm assigned to your group. And I'm just here to see if you have the master plan on your agenda to discuss that today. And if not, just to make sure that it gets on for the future. And see how I can help.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have a, an email? Is it not Southwick, mass.gov?
No, it's personal. You want me to?
Can you just give it to me?
Sure. It's Pam
Yep.
Sclafani. Let me spell that. SCLAFANI 2016 at Gmail.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, everybody have a chance to look over January minutes?
Yeah.
Any corrections or changes? Then could I have a motion to accept January minutes?
Motion to accept.
A second motion.
Okay, any further discussion? Roll call vote to accept January minutes?
Paula,
Yes.
Carol Laughlin.
Yes.
Carol Smith.
Yes.
Jack,
Yes.
Harvey,
Yes.
Donna, yes.
Okay, moving on to new business. Lisa?
We're moving, everything's moving down there. It's constantly moving. Sometimes I forget what we've done and what we still have to do. We do have the pool table getting brought upstairs on Wednesday. We have a group already that keep calling and saying, when? Cause they wanna start a league, so that'll be good. Joyce Banish, donated another pool table. And we just have to get the top done, which is only like $500, so that's not bad. And this guy that's moving it does all that, so when he goes to move hers, he'll move hers here on that day, and then he'll just do it right then and there. So probably within another month after this Wednesday, we'll probably, cause I have to schedule him and he's pretty scheduled out. That'll get done within another month. We'll have two of them. Yep, yep.
Wow.
And then the gym, I'm just waiting for to hear about that from the grant,
From the grant.
but it hasn't been done yet.
Did we hear about did we receive the money from the grant or are we waiting on the
I think
grant
you get it.
itself?
The grant, I like, they're meeting now, so they're probably picking and choosing how much they wanna give
Oh, I
everybody.
see.
And
So-
then they send us a letter
Okay, so.
saying that we got so much or whatever,
Okay.
for our project. And then,
Oh, good, okay.
and then I would assume they'd send us a check. Do you know what I
Oh,
mean?
right.
And then that
Yeah,
would go right into that.
Yeah.
Okay.
At some point, I think I heard something about a dart board or something. Did we talk about darts?
Somebody asked about darts.
Yeah, is that something we're gonna do?
Dangerous.
We did. Well, maybe they should all come to the eye exam first. And then let them know.
I need one of those.
Cause I'm sure, Jack, there's people that you play cards with that you would not say that they're not capable of throwing darts. I mean,
It's just like the gym.
yeah, it's kind of like the gym. Not everybody's gonna use the gym,
We need a
but
big
there's
cork board.
yeah, yeah. It won't be by the windows. It'll be on the opposite. Yeah, so there's a few other game things that people have asked about. For that, I would just have to find the right place.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe, that's a maybe. But usually the people that play darts are pretty,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
I used to play in a dart league years ago, so it's just kind of, I haven't really thought
Yeah.
about it.
No, they asked. I
That's
just
all right.
didn't give them a definite answer yet.
Yeah.
I have to think about
was wondering.
where, the
Yeah,
right
I
wall.
was wondering where.
Yeah.
Outdoors.
Oh, outdoors. Well, that would-
Hatchet throwing.
Well, that's, she said next will be that, we'll ask for that, that's throwing.
And that's all I have. Maybe.
Okay,
We'll do that outside.
well, new business for us would be the 2040 plan for the town. I guess, Pam, if I could ask you, what is it you're looking for us to do as a board?
So.
I mean, we can always you can explain some things and then down the road that could be on our agenda for what it is we need.
Well, there's really good news. I feel like you have like 2 or 3 items. That's it. Like some of the committees have like.
Could you come closer?
Yeah, why don't you have
Yeah.
your feet?
Yeah, there's a chair right here if you'd like.
You have
Yeah.
you have this little voice.
Sorry. And I have this cough. I cannot get rid of.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's
so
like
bad.
it's lingering, so it's kind of driving me crazy, but you're really lucky because you only have a couple of items. And there are some committees that have like 14, 15 items, so we had sent out an email. Or Norm sent out an email. He's the chair of our committee. To let you know that, we're asking you to put this on your agenda. And then he sent out, attached to that word, your lead roles. And again, there's just a couple of things there, so it's kind of nice. If you want, for the next meeting, I could just send this or make a copy of this to give to
I think I
everybody.
have that from the email. But I emailed him because I had some questions like, what is it you want us to do?
That's
If I can accomplish those things or get those together, then it's not something that we need to discuss again every single month, right?
Yeah, because exactly, because you already have that in place. But I think one
Right.
of our questions is, how are we gonna make sure that this is something that's gonna be ongoing and it's not just gonna be done like one time and then it's over and done with? So
Right.
this will be an ongoing thing, where I'll just pop in every now and then, or whenever you need me.
Yeah.
If I can help you with anything.
Okay.
Mhm.
So maybe just put it on your agenda for next month and look at the
The 2 items.
the items.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, excellent, thank you. Okay, anybody else new business? Okay, we'll continue update on classes. Lisa, I think are going well. They've moved upstairs.
Yep.
The classes that I'm familiar with are pretty well attended.
Yeah, a couple of the classes have expanded their numbers quite a bit. And we, dealing with the seniors is change is hard for everybody. So we've had a few people that weren't happy about that move being upstairs. But then it was funny because the other day we had someone walk in and say, I didn't, and I've seen her around. And she was like, I wasn't really happy about the move upstairs. I didn't understand what your thinking was. She goes, but let me tell you, now that it's there, it's the only place for us. She goes, because our class is not squished. We have more room. We've had more people join the class. So it was a positive,
Yeah.
but change, some people just don't, they hear the word, it's changing, and then they
don't
just,
like that.
they don't like it, they freak out a little bit, and then they just don't know how to deal with it, and then, a negative comment comes out. But I gotta tell you, I've probably only heard maybe 2 negative things about it, and it was about this. It was more about changing than it was about what it was actually gonna do.
Yeah.
So, and I can take that every day of the week. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with someone saying they don't like something because they don't like change. I can accept that one. It's when they don't, it's
Yeah.
negative, even though it's up there and everyone else is
Gonna be hanging
positive.
there,
I'm like,
yeah.
oh, how do I get them to be positive about that?
Mhm.
But there really hasn't been any negative.
Good.
So, which I like.
Do they come through the senior center and sign in?
So some of them will come in through the senior center and sign in there, and then they wanted, so because I knew it was a big change for some of the older ones. Some of them will park on the side of the building and just cut out in, and so they weren't signing in. So we don't get credit if you don't sign in. So we lose the numbers. So somebody said, well, why don't you just buy another sign-in thing? But that was like $4,500. And I said, I'm not spending that. But I will try to accommodate them. So then I found where we have a, manual one that we can take like to the park when we do our picnic and everyone can scan in there, a portable one.
Yeah.
So I called the company and I said, it's not turned on. I don't know how to turn it on. I don't know how to use it. Can someone walk me through it? They did. It took like one whole day they had to go in through the computer system, put it on there. And then now I bring it upstairs in the morning. The instructor scans the barcode for their class and then all the people will scan it. But now the problem.
Have to come downstairs now.
They don't, right, and a lot of the people that come in on a regular day come in just for exercise anyways, they don't stay downstairs and hang around, that's a whole nother group of people. So I didn't have a problem with that, and it accommodates them, it makes it easier for them. The only problem now is they're not bringing in their cards. So they went to, well, now I don't have to come in downstairs, I won't bring in my card, and so now I had to put a piece of paper and a pad with a pencil, and I said, for the day's class, if you didn't bring your card, sometimes you don't have your card, if you don't bring it, then, so they sign in and then we have to go in and put them in. So it's a little more work for us, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna complain. Whatever makes them happy.
You found a workaround.
I did, and it's always a workaround.
Brown bag?
Brown bags tomorrow and, it's the same, it's small numbers. Actually, the things they're giving us are kind of not important. There's never any like fruit or, well, canned fruit, but there's
Right.
nothing fresh. Like we used to sometime have apples or squash or something like that. I mean, we have no place to keep like meat or something,
Right,
but we got nothing like that. It's the same thing all the time. Peanut butter, tuna fish and rice. Oh, plenty of rice.
yeah,
So,
yeah, the world ends tomorrow, everyone's gonna be living off of their bags of rice.
yeah.
Cause they get one every month.
Kinda
Every month they come-
disappointing.
yeah,
Last
5
month
months.
they
Is it 5
really
months?
were bad and
Yeah.
it's like kind of embarrassing. to Give them their bag like. Yeah.
Or mac and cheese, and then there's always
Yeah.
mac and cheese, or
So,
canned salmon.
yeah, canned salmon, a lot of people are excited to get that,
Yeah.
but that to them it means a little bit more,
Right.
something different.
Right,
Yeah,
but if they don't even go out of the way for like when there's a holiday.
yeah.
Like for Christmas, you would have thought, or Thanksgiving, you would have thought they'd get like a box of stuffing or something.
Yeah,
And it's almost like,
it's almost
I
the
feel
same
like
thing.
everything goes to the pantry. Which is great, I'm glad, because they do
Yeah.
3 towns, they do Tallinn, Granville and Southwick. But it's like, I feel like everything goes to the pantry and we don't have anything here for,
Leftovers.
It's
right,
almost like they forget this end.
right,
Yeah,
right. So I didn't know if it was okay with you, cause you're part of that. If I could make a phone call to them and just ask a few questions.
yeah, because.
And then just ask, is this
Yeah.
the only, I mean, are you limited? Does this food, is it a menu that comes from the top? Is it coming from the government? Where's it coming? Cause someone's
Yeah.
not really thinking it through,
Yeah,
you know?
because it's kind of sad what we're giving them.
And it's almost like then if that's their answer and this is what they're getting, I almost feel like we need a group to try to get those extra things.
Yeah,
And I don't know if that's the friends group, okay, every month, can you give us $100 and we have 20 bags and we'll go buy a few extra things.
yeah.
Because those people that come for our brown bag aren't necessarily going to the pantry.
Right.
They're theirs to go to the pantry.
They are.
Are they
Yeah.
eligible?
Oh, they're eligible,
wow.
but I think that just brings them a different level where here they come, they walk in, they get their bag and there's only a few people standing there.
Walk
It's-
in now, they
Yeah,
just
now they
drive.
just
Yeah,
drive
you
us
guys
in.
put it in the car,
They
Yeah,
make
but
it
they
very
know us
easy
and we
for
know
to
them.
stay
Right.
light.
So that's
right,
like,
the connection,
It's
Yeah.
not like you're out in the public.
right,
eye
and someone sees you
Yeah.
going there, and then you feel bad because you know there's someone even worse off than you. I think that a guilt comes with that, you
Yeah.
know, but I was just gonna see if I make a phone call, get all the answers we
yeah,
need,
see what
and see what-
see what we can do.
and then see what the friends,
Well,
maybe
they
we
can
ask the
arrange
friends.
it too.
the.
Oh, I know,
Friends.
no, but I'm just saying the
Not
Friends,
Friends.
right, right.
So
Put that on the-
that's an immersion, isn't
That-
it? You're
that actually-
asking.
Does that?
Oh,
what
no.
is
You don't
that
get
group?
It's
No,
not-
it ain't
No, it's not Highland Valley, it's someone else.
It's from Springfield, food place.
Yeah, and it,
That's where
and
our ration, our things come
And
from?
they did is,
I haven't never seen the application, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
yeah,
thought it was Highland Valley.
No,
I always thought it was too, but
Yeah.
it's not.
I'll double check.
Just an
It's a
emergency
food
ration,
bank.
really.
Yeah.
Springfield,
Oh,
Right.
Bank in Springfield?
yeah.
Yeah.
Then, they're distributed, they got a big old warehouse and everything out there.
And they just
And-
give us what they have.
Yeah, whatever they get, they
Just emergency,
separate it and everything.
For each town, basically, I mean, because they do Springfield, I'm sure.
Yeah, they do Springfield, they do here, I think they do
We,
Holyoke.
somebody had asked at one of the vegetable stands one time, I can't remember who it was. And they said, oh, if they have things extra, they give it to the pantry.
Right,
Because they assume that people will, if they.
Yeah,
they
they'll
assume
go
everyone's
get it
going
there.
there.
Yeah.
No, and
I
I
brought it down
don't
to the
begrudge
food
them
bank
sending
myself.
it
I know.
there, but
I know.
be nice.
But
to
at
have
least
something
even
decent.
maybe the friends could kick in just on the days of, a holiday or something, like every,
Yeah.
every
Special,
a special
Something
thing.
special,
yeah.
I like that idea.
Okay.
I'll put that for the meeting when I,
Yeah.
you'll be
go-
there too.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, moving on to dining room.
The dining room's been good. We're trying to get the numbers up, Highland Valley, since they did the COVID, the numbers went down because they only had drive-through. And then you came in and got your lunch through drive-through. And I know last week we spent a lot of time talking about the meals themselves. But until Highland Valley makes us go back to the old way, it's very limited who wants to come, but so we're like in this one for March, their meal is, the meal they send us is the, corned beef and cabbage.
right.
I have no idea what it is or what it looks like. I haven't been here in March yet. So it'll be, a challenge and we'll see, we're hoping like advertising that special one might bring them out for that little holiday. And then the Highland Valley, we have the bingo, this month to play a game,
What day is-
about nutrition. That's coming from the guy at Highland Valley, so, all he asked me to do was come up with some prizes. Cause all he said the only prizes he had were like pens and notebooks, and I said, yeah, that ain't gonna fly. And I said, I'll go get some nice ones. So I only have to do 10.
Discuss the fact that, that some senior centers are making their own meals, and we have a kitchen. Did we do that at one time?
I think we had the hot,
We never.
we had
made-
They
the,
Yeah,
We
but
never
wasn't
did.
made.
Yeah, the tray.
they never made them
Yeah.
here. They
Oh,
just
okay.
gave us, in trays and then we served them on a plate.
Oh,
If you
okay.
start doing food and everything, you get in with its state inspections and
Which is fine if but the kitchen's not prepped. That's my
I got you. I got you.
20 FY 26.
That's working down. the road.
That's working. I need new sink. I need, yeah. So I have to, that's on a whole nother plan. But, and that shouldn't bother anyone because no one goes in there.
Right.
So I'm happy about that.
Okay.
Yeah, so that we can kind of like up it, step it up a notch. But we have to have the right equipment and stuff like that. And
Okay.
We did have a lot more people come.
We
for
did.
Meet the chief and.
Oh, there
We
were
do.
a lot. for
Right.
that.
yeah, which kind of blew my mind because
Yeah,
but
yeah.
and that I had two reasons, cause someone asked that, like, why did we get like 50 plus
Yeah.
people that came in? So every month I try to do a meet and greet with a new person, new department head, whatever, and then so last week was the police chief and his new lieutenant. And then everybody was like, so I went around and asked, why'd you come? You're not talking to him?
Yeah,
You're not
was
talking
anybody
to
really
him,
come for
you know,
the
Right,
lunch?
and then they said, because you advertised what the free meal was. And I made baked ziti with
Yes. Oh.
bread and salad
Yeah, there
and
were a lot of-
so
Really?
they're coming in for that one good meal.
Bingo, there were a lot of bingo things that have stayed.
Yes,
from the
Stays,
lunch.
yeah.
For bingo, yeah.
So I don't care. The event once a month brings them in and it gives them a good meal. And then if I have extra, they come back the next day
Mhm.
and we give them the extra. And if they don't want to eat it that day, I'll put it in a container and give it to them to take
Well, it
home.
also gives the incentive, the ones that don't come, all of a sudden now, oh, there's more here that I can.
So I
do.
think the key is when I do my meet and greets, I gotta put the menu in there, what we're having.
Yeah.
And
And then
people have to
maybe
sign
we'll
up
get-
ahead of time.
They sign up ahead of time, yes. We probably had about 5 or 6 walk-ins. And people that were going and doing, aerobics or something, came downstairs and saw the crowd, and then everyone said, you
Yeah.
could stay, and they stayed.
Yeah,
So, yeah. I think advertising and saying the right stuff
You know,
kind of brings them in.
what I think would help with this,
Menu,
is the sodium.
the what?
That's high sodium, it's so high.
and I'll-
That's not my menu, that's the
No.
menu, oh,
I know, it's,
that's their menu.
no, it's not. We have nothing
No,
to do with the.
well, yeah, that menu is basically,
I think the RMD for sodium, if we just like 2,500 milligrams.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
per
Oh,
day, or-
Uh-huh. For your average
Oh,
person.
So if you have
A low
seven
sodium is
hundred.
like 1,500.
Oh,
So I don't really think that's that bad.
oh, that's good to know.
and some of them, like the pot roast on the 7th is
Yeah.
sodium 798, yeah, I
That
mean,
that
really
used
that
to be a
bad.
really big one, the
Yeah.
pot roast day.
chicken stir fry, that's probably because there's, soy
Soy sauce.
sauce in there.
Yeah,
Um,
but that's not really
Yeah.
a lot. That's only like a third of what a
Right.
low sodium diet would be.
well, the menus have gotten better because they have a whole nother group up in Highland Valley.
Doing
They
that.
got a new cook, I think Denise said that was a couple years ago or something. That they got new people and the menus have gotten better.
They got a new function, I think they did the last months.
Yeah. Yeah, they moved up around a few people.
A few times, and it was, I thought it was decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really work hard at trying to be creative,
Mhm.
but they make for thousands and thousands of
Yeah.
meals.
Yeah.
They provide a lot
Yep.
of food.
Only a lot of the
Can we
people
go back to
don't
the
get
brown
it.
bag? I got a suggestion.
Mm.
Is there any way we can make like a small room? And make it like a pantry or something, where it's locked up, and like maybe once a week or something, if people need something, they can go in there, pick it out and everything else. Trying to get canned stuff and stuff like that.
I would have to be very careful about not taking away from the pantry itself.
Mhm.
So we don't wanna have, 50 people showing up all different days and stuff going through cupboards
I'm
that,
not going touching anything like I say, if they need peas or corn. or
Right.
something, just give them one can or something like that,
yeah,
in case they
we'd
need it.
have to figure out something. Let me think about that one.
Finances, Lisa?
Finances, we're doing good. Highland Valley still sends us our checks every month. So those are getting up there, and then, like I said, the grant, I'm just waiting for them to decide. I think it's probably springtime-ish when they give you a thing. And I have a grant writer who's constantly looking for more senior center grants.
Good.
Oh,
Great.
that's nice.
Good.
Well, if he doesn't, then he doesn't get dinner. Whatever works.
Yeah.
Okay, old business. Anyone?
Usually bet your grant has.
Oh, yeah.
We Used to have like, the grandparents day, one day a month for like birthdays of that month or something, they had a celebration, didn't they used to do something with that, they had changed that, and like,
Did they
some-
stop that during for COVID and they just
Maybe.
never
I think so,
re-upped it again?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I
one
know,
day a month They would have
Yeah.
it just to celebrate, say the
Like
February.
once a month, birthday.
yeah, cause they, the card girls told me that, tomorrow is, Dee Gerard's 90th.
Oh, wow.
So,
Gee,
yeah.
look.
Oh, that's what I said. Like, wow, that
Oh,
doesn't, she does not
okay.
act or look 90,
Yeah.
but, so they'll probably bring in something for her,
Yeah,
they always do that.
Hmm.
So,
it's a thought if we wanted to start.
I thought I would make a list, kind of like what we do in memorandum,
Yeah.
but then I went into my senior center and printed out today's birthdays, and I was
Your
like,
whole flyer.
Yeah.
I would need a whole page just for how many people are in there.
Print.
Like, seriously, like, it was a lot. So I was like, well, that's not going in the flyer.
Right, yeah.
I could put maybe happy birthday month or something,
Yeah.
you know, to everybody.
For February
Yeah,
birthdays or
yeah.
March or.
That's
something,
about all
yeah.
I could fit is one liner.
Yeah.
Well, that bodes
But-
well for us then, if we have that many members.
do.
That's excellent.
We really do.
That's
That's
maybe
good.
the friends could help with too, like a little dessert or something, once
Yeah.
a month.
Yeah.
For birthdays,
Yeah.
maybe.
Oh, we have so many people that like to bake and bring things in too, so that is,
Okay.
that's, no,
Maybe
that's,
not a problem.
no, but
but-
that's what, no,
That
but
would
that's
be
what I'm
good,
saying, that would
yeah.
be easy to ask
Yeah.
for that,
Hmm.
and we're constantly getting like 2 to 3 people a day signing up for the senior center.
Excellent.
Which-
Wow,
That's
that's
good.
a lot.
That's wonderful.
It is,
That
now I
is-
just keep thinking,
We
where are
used
we
to
gonna
get
put
like
them?
1 or 2 a month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we get quite a few
I know, if I'm
lately,
hanging out downstairs, there's always somebody coming in the back hall or, and I'm not here that often.
yeah,
It's like,
I know,
So the word is out, maybe.
the word is out, yeah.
That we're getting more and more things like other senior centers have.
Right, so it's worthy of coming to maybe.
yeah.
And then
closer
maybe,
for them.
maybe, you know, the dartboard might bring in the younger crowd, I don't know. We could see.
Yeah, yeah.
But some things, you know, the younger crowd is to get them to come here. You need the gym, you need the pool
Yes,
table,
yeah,
you need
yeah.
a few of the funner things, otherwise,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Good.
So I think we're headed in the right direction.
Absolutely.
We used to have two, from the technical academy, sometimes they would come and give a demo for cooking.
For
Oh,
cooking, so
yeah.
that's coming up. I already
is it?
reached out to them.
Good.
Yeah,
That
they
was
just didn't
good.
wanna do it in February, cause I guess they have, the schools have February vacation.
Oh, yeah.
And they didn't wanna
Yeah.
screw up the scheduling, so I'm thinking maybe March,
Oh,
Well, that'd be
April,
nice.
yeah,
That was excellent.
Yeah, that was
Yep.
good.
Okay.
yeah. And then we do have, for March, we do have the, lady from Fallon Health Group, Connie, she's gonna come in and talk about, eyesight and how important it is. And then I reached out to my Lions Club, and they have a new blink machine, and they'll put it up to you and it'll tell, the machine will tell you if you need to go see a specialist. It won't tell you what your problem is, but it could be like a million things.
Oh,
that
yeah,
could-
there's all this-
Yeah,
A lot of things.
yeah.
I know.
Trust me, I failed it already.
You're blind.
So that's all free, so that's one of our,
That's pretty good.
yeah, so that's in connection with both of them, so I'm hoping to have at least 2 of these a month. Of some group coming in, and so I'm working on that.
Could you tell us more about this, when the health director is coming
Yeah.
here and?
So March 12th, he's coming on, so him and the nurse, Board of Health nurse, Trisha, she comes in on, Tuesdays and does blood pressures now,
Okay,
mm,
well, the soup and sandwiches.
Yep.
Where's that, is that from the luncheon?
that's
Sign
just
up
gonna
for
be,
luncheon?
nope, that's just gonna be for them, for the,
Who's
for
making-
that luncheon.
Who's making soup and sandwiches?
I do.
Good.
Yeah, I had to change it up. We were doing a lot of pasta.
Yeah.
The waist couldn't take it anymore. I had to take a break from
Wow.
pasta. But yeah, so we'll do soup and sandwiches for that luncheon, and I'm sure we'll get quite a few. I just gave him my handler certificate. I did a class for food handler. And then I'm in on March. Hopefully I can, if everything goes well, and I have to cancel that one. I had to cancel it in February because I had jury duty. But I'll be doing the full serve safe class, so then that'll keep us if we do anything in the kitchen in the future.
So,
We don't have to worry
Good,
about, you know,
good.
everybody else will get trained. Everyone is in the process of finishing doing the ethics. That was,
Yeah,
I
that was
did
the other
mine.
thing,
Yeah, I was-
everybody did.
Yeah.
Yep, and then I think Denise and Kara all had to do it also. May,
You would have gotten an email.
Oh,
If
no,
you
I
didn't get an email, then you don't have
Yeah.
to do it.
I think, is it in, what's this? This is March.
Mhm.
April is gonna be Sabrina for the meet and greet, it's gonna be Sabrina, for conservation. And then, May, because it's also EMS, appreciation month. we're gonna do, the fire department.
Good. Well,
So,
excellent.
yeah, those two in advance.
When did you think you were doing the soup from the Friends?
The
On the
18th.
18th.
On the 18th, and so this will be, so it'll probably be just what, one soup or two?
Yeah, it's just gonna be
Would
one kind of soup with sandwich, finger
Okay.
sandwiches, yeah.
And people are
It
supposed
won't-
to sign up ahead for that.
Yeah, yeah. It won't connect to the,
Okay.
And there's a little fee for that, right?
And the
The
soup and
soup,
sandwich,
yep,
yeah.
yeah, that's kind of like a
Our soup-
fundraiser.
Yeah,
soup fundraiser,
yeah.
yeah. It'll be soup and desserts.
Okay. Harvey, anything you want to say about the idea for Grandparents' Day? Any time frame? When would you?
Fine, the best thing to do is, I don't know if we're gonna have it one day during the week or something, but the kids should be off school. that
Like,
week.
Oh,
like
it would
April,
be a
like
school
April,
vacation.
April vacation for them?
What month is it?
Any month you want, you gotta,
No, I mean, what month is Grandparents' Day?
Oh, that's
Oh,
September
okay.
11th. Grandparents' Day regularly is September 11th.
Right, okay.
But you say if
If we
a
want
to have
grandparents
one
one here, it would have
ourselves.
to be probably April vacation when the weather would be a
I
little
think we
bit better
won't be
than
able to do it for
February.
April.
Hmm?
Probably have to do it during the summer or something.
Or
We have
For the
to-
summertime,
We're gonna
yeah.
have to get like maybe,
Oh, okay, put it up.
Yeah, why don't we do it in the summer?
I need
That,
like maybe two other people who go around places.
So
So I like to get maybe the National Guard here for the kids,
Son does it again.
fire, get the fire
Oh,
department.
they
here.
would love that.
Department.
Sausage and I think.
Yeah.
Another thing I was doing for out there in Rutland, when I used to live out there,
When
I first started this, they had maybe about 10 kids come in all day long.
It used to be.
I started getting these here newscasters or weather person, and, you know, the kids are all excited, you know, listening about the weather and everything.
so June, so that's gonna be hard. June 11th is our, open house.
June 11th.
June 11th. So, the open house is basically for new recruits.
Yeah.
So if we do this every year in June, I just don't wanna take away from
See,
the
it
too
should be-
close together.
Yeah.
Oh, could you even end of July would
Yeah,
then
July
give,
or-
Because police,
like,
fire,
yeah,
for the June,
let
for the
kids
open
have-
house, there's like 10 tables of different police, fire,
Yeah.
library, all that, and then you're gonna ask them to come back out again. All right, so let's just think about a date that will work.
Cause it's
Okay.
gotta be where the kids are off in school and everything.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Anybody else old business?
I have one more thought
Okay.
about the food and there is a mobile food. It's like a mobile food pantry for Western Massachusetts. And they have multiple sites if people are willing to travel. There's one in Westfield, East Hampton, Holyoke. I have a list of them, at least I know how to get to a list of them. If people are willing to travel a little bit, they give you like fresh fruits, vegetables, wherever. And this is like from Stop and Shop or Big Y, the big supermarkets.
Are you a
give their
computer savvy
oversights.
person?
Enough, yeah.
Can you make a list and then we can put that in the brown bag?
So I was wondering if they would,
Oh,
people
yeah,
would like
would
to
you
have that,
go?
even
Would
to
that
seniors
go
in
there?
general.
Right.
You know,
That-
Do you mean
Some of
for
them-
us to go get it and
No.
have it for
No.
bags, or we tell them?
Tell-
No, I don't think they,
Okay.
all those food places don't want you
Well,
to
you-
get it
yeah.
for someone, they don't
For a
wanna
whole
hear
group.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get it for yourself.
Right,
Yeah.
And
but so that would be
some of them
perfect.
you drive up and some you have to stand in line and walk, but most of them are drive ups.
Wow.
But the lines are long. I know,
Yeah.
cause I've
Oh,
been
I'm
there.
Sure.
They're
All
long.
right,
Do you have to qualify or do you?
No, anybody who wants to go, the closest one is in Westfield.
Yeah.
There's a church, you know where Stop and Shop is,
Yeah.
in the middle of town, and then where the
Yeah.
post office is, that
Yeah.
road that goes in between. the
Yeah.
two. Between Stop and Shop and Big Y on that road, there's a church
Oh.
there.
The one that sits up on the hill kind of with the
It has a round
Circular.
driveway in the
Yes,
front,
yes.
and they do it in
Correct.
the back there.
Oh,
And
wow.
you have to park and then stand in line, but the other ones I think are drive-throughs, if I'm not mistaken. There's a bunch of
but if
them
you could
downtown
find out what
Springfield.
they are, drive through or whatever,
closest
cause
ones are
then
all
we
of
could make a
them.
list, put it on a flyer, throw it in the bags every
That's
month.
a
Good
Or
idea.
And then-
post it here for
yeah.
anybody who's interested,
Yeah.
because, I mean, it's a good source of food.
Oh,
You know,
that's
they have
good.
whatever vegetables are in season, whatever's
Right.
overstocked,
Right.
that they wanna like.
It'll
they
be that
freeze it.
extra.
If sometimes they'll have meat, they say, you know, if
Wow.
it's like, you know, the extra
Okay,
meats
yeah.
and stuff, they have like a big.
Probably the stuff that you,
But it
you
would,
have
it could
to
be
use
helpful,
to-
I think, for people who are willing to travel a little bit.
Yeah.
Cause it's certainly worth the gas, I would say.
if you don't have time to make the list, can you at least just
I
get,
can do it.
show
yeah.
me? Okay,
I can do it right downstairs and I'll
Okay.
email it to you.
yeah,
Is this strictly for seniors?
Anybody,
Or
Yeah.
anyone
feels
who
they
needs
need it?
food, it's just a mobile food market. You don't-
And when they run out, they run
don't
out.
know who you are,
Right.
you're just.
If you
go
run-
in, I-
if they run out.
Sometimes I think, I heard that people line up like an hour ahead of time, but if you're a senior and you have transportation and
Right,
you could do something else.
Get
take
some
a phone
time on
call,
your-
You know, I
yeah.
don't know.
yeah,
But it's, sometimes they get canceled because of the weather, so you
Right.
have to go on the website, so I will give you that too.
okay,
Oh, that would be.
yep, that'll work.
I mean, there's. Great Barrington, you could go to. I think East Hampton. Holyoke. There's some in Springfield, there's one out in Ware, but lots of them downtown
Yeah.
Springfield, but I don't know about that, I can't
Yeah.
vouch for what those sites are like.
Okay, so you're getting me a list.
I will.
All right,
Close
perfect.
here, so that's. Tell them to.
Okay, any other old business? Okay, seeing none, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second motion.
Okay, any further discussion? Okay, we'll vote on adjourning.
Paula,
Yes.
Carol Laughlin,
Yes.
Carol Smith.
Yes.
Harvey,
Yes.
Jack,
Yes.
Donna, yes.
Okay, we adjourn the meeting at 1:07.